Yeah. And like I will say, my absolute favorite part of doing sermon prep is the moment where there's this hot mess express situation all over all my papers and my documents, got the commentaries all open, and I've been trying to figure it out how to present the material and the message that I feel like God has given me. There's a beautiful moment that happens every single time I preach so far. Where there's this moment where there's always a point of tension where it just clicks.
Yeah.
Like the Holy Spirit just makes it click
Yeah.
in my brain. Either that, sometimes that's like a story, like the perfect story to tie it all together. Sometimes it's the perfect like one sentence to make it flow. It changes, but that one moment is what I live for, because that's the moment where I know like there's no way that I would have done that on my own. Like what I did on my own was the struggling to make it all work, and then that Holy Spirit moment where it just clicks. It's like the last puzzle piece just goes, and then it's like the whole thing comes together. That's the moment that is so beautiful, and that's
cool.
Totally Holy Spirit. And so that's my favorite part, but that's like how it all kind of goes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, totally.
What is your favorite part?
One of the things I love is when I'm like, okay, this is the content that I'm going to use. Like everything else is kind of weeded out. Like I'll use that later. I'll use this. You know, I could use that in a year, that thought that I dumped out. And I got a whole collection process, which we can talk about, the whole buckets, chunks, and marinade. I've got these folders that I use, you know. When I land on like, okay, what is the content that I want to use? My favorite part is actually sorting through and organizing in a way that builds the most tension for the listener.
Yeah.
So now it shifts away from like, what is the text saying and what is God wanting me to say? And it shifts more towards like, well, what's the most interesting way to hear it?
Yeah.
That is my favorite part, because I can go, okay, well, this goes here, but if I put this here, man, I'm going to release tension too quickly and people could get bored. But if I keep this, if I hold on to this tiny little bit of information, even sometimes a sentence or a thought or a statement or a story, if I hold on to that and I know that it's coming later, then I can build tension to get to that point. And when I want to release that tension, I release it in the right way. So I've talked a lot about this idea of bombs, like literally BOMBS, bombs. In terms of building tension. And this is an idea I got from the guy who mentored me with preaching, Brad Gray. He talks about how you want to think through, what is a bomb? Like, what is the thing that people are going to go, oh, that's what he's been building towards, or that's what he's been saying all along. But it's not just what is the bomb, it's actually when do you want people to feel it?
Yeah.
Like it's actually like, that's actually the most helpful question, is not just what is the thought, but it's actually when do you want people to feel that bomb? When do you want people to feel that explosion? Some sermons, it's 2 minutes in. Like you just want you want to get the idea out, and it all depends, right? I mean, because it's not science, it's art. It's kind of like you go, you know what? The best place to put that information to build tension and build off of it is 2 minutes in. Sometimes it's 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
Right? It's 2 minutes remaining in the sermon. Sometimes it's 2/3 of the way through. But that idea of that question of what is the bomb and when do I want people to feel it is the best way of building and releasing tension. We talk a lot about building and releasing tension.